morning, everyone. So, as Akshara already mentioned, that I'm going to talk about strategic hedging and how the effective risk management can really help in overall portfolio construction. So, I'll begin with that. Um, so, as we've already discussed that I'm going to talk about risk management, importance of hedging. I'll also take you through, some of the global funds which are, giving us cue that how hedging can really help in portfolio construction. Apart from that, I'm also going to talk about the role of hedging in Daulat Absolute Return Fund. I'm going to talk about apart from this one, which is the fund which I'm representing. Yeah. So I'll just start with risk management. Exactly, risk management is not about eliminating risk, but it is also about managing and mitigating risk. Traditionally, how we do risk mitigation is in three ways. We usually diversify from asset allocation perspective. We invest in different asset classes, being equity, debt, real estate, and so on and so forth. The second way of doing the risk management is by way of product diversification. So we may invest in different products through low risk products to high risk products, being debt mutual funds, or maybe investing in AI. So that's a productization way of risk management. And the third way is to diversify from a country perspective. So we invest in different countries apart from India. So that's the way traditionally how the risk management is done. But today I'm going to talk about, apart from these three traditional ways, how we can do risk management. Risk management can be done by hedging, and usually hedging is normally associated with derivatives, which is considered as very risky, but that's not the truth. Derivatives is actually a way of managing strategies, or maybe hedging your portfolio. And usually, as I mentioned, derivatives or maybe hedging can be used for appreciation from a perspective that we generate good returns. Multiplication, we have multiplier effect in investment. Apart from that, hedging can be used for stable returns. So if we look at some of the absolute return funds that can give you a stable return, this is one of the ways in which you can hedge in your portfolio. And downside protection, which is one of the key which derivative actually provides. So this is the way in which derivatives can be used. However, derivatives, as I mentioned, is associated with high risk, high return sort of thing. Um, and globally, if we look at uh, how the market is, so as I mentioned earlier, that derivatives or hedge funds can be used from a perspective that you can manage your risk, you can generate absolute return, it is low correlated to markets, so you tend to generate incorrelated or uncorrelated returns compared to other asset classes. It can be also used as a inflation hedge. So these are some of the ways in which hedge funds or maybe absolute return fund can be used. Now, I want to highlight, if you look at the left hand side of the chart, how globally the hedge funds have been used. And hedge funds are a very popular instrument in developed market. They've been there for more than 4 or 5 decades, and we can see that from various drawdowns which happened or occurred in markets. So if you look at 2000, so recent one, if I were to talk about how COVID had impact on the market, all the asset classes, correlation broke. Every asset class moved in the same direction. So be it equity or debt, they moved in the same direction, which generated negative returns. So there, hedge funds can really help, because hedge funds' whole purpose is to protect the downside and generate absolute return. So that can be seen from various, time periods, where if you go back in times 2007 to 2009, when Lehman Brothers happened, or maybe if you look at recent or maybe previous period when GFC happened, how hedge funds really helped protect the overall portfolio, or maybe protect the downside if we were to compare MSCI World Index. Um, so hedge funds can really help in this manner. Now I'll talk, this is one of the scenario analysis where we have used a traditional way of, doing asset allocation, where we are allocating 40, 30, 30 to different asset classes, equity, debt, arbitrage, absolute return. And if we plot that and look at, if we consider the returns of 12% on equity, maybe 7% on debt and 8% on hedge funds or absolute return fund, how it can really help you reduce the standard deviation. So again, on the left side of my you can look at how 40 30 30 can really help you reduce the standard deviation on your overall portfolio, wherein having very limited impact on the overall portfolio return. So this is the beauty of having hedge funds in your portfolio, that it participates in the up move, but at the same time, because of the strategies which they derive, that protects the downside overall on the portfolio. Now, I'll talk about the group which I represent, Daulat Group. So Daulat Group has been in existence for more than 6 decades. We've been pioneer of, derivatives. We are one of the market makers in derivative markets. The major part of derivative which is run is on the prop side, which is one of the line of business for us, where we run 5 to 6 core strategies, and there are 25 odd ancillary strategies on our derivative platform. Without taking any overnight risk, we have generated 21% returns over last 10 years, and we are currently managing close to 500 million USD on the prop desk. On the other side, we forayed in public market in 14 to 15 years back, and we are present in the institutional research part. We are catering to more than 150 global and domestic institutions where we provide equity research. We almost cover 80% of the market, free float market, 20 plus sectors, and we have close to 200 plus coverage on the stocks, and we've created niche for ourselves in mid and small cap specifically. So this is more about the institutional research. 3.5 years back, we entered into, we thought that we want to, bring the derivative expertise and institutional research expertise which we have to the public, to B2C business. That's when we forayed into asset management business, and we started our first hedge fund, which is Daulat Absolute Return Fund. Currently, we are running one absolute return fund, and we have approval for second fund. We have 3-member investment team, and as we progress, I'll just talk about the fund a little bit more. I spoke about that I represent Daulat Absolute Return Fund. Why it makes sense in current market scenario and why so now, specifically because of couple of reasons. One, looking at current equity markets, which few of the stalwarts will speak in due course, how equity market valuations have stretched, as we see that easy money era is getting over. So markets are stretched, and you need something or maybe some strategy which can participate in market and can generate good returns. So that's something hedge funds or absolute return funds can really do. Apart from this, a year back when tax regime changed, the traditional asset class through which we usually diversify the portfolio or protect the downside, which is debt instruments, the taxation changed there, because of which the post-tax return on the debt instrument came down from close to 6.5%, 7% to directly, somewhere around 5.5%. 2.5%. So, to get a overall good mix, downside protection, decent return, absolute return fund, or maybe hedge funds can really act as a good instrument in overall portfolio. Now I'll speak a little bit about our fund. So this slide actually encapsulates the entire fund strategy. Um, we are, as I mentioned, that we are absolute return fund. We try to generate positive returns in all market scenarios, irrespective of where the equity or debt market are moving. So we are uncorrelated with the market movements. We try to generate low volatility returns compared to the market, and which I will show in the slides in due course. Apart from this, capital protection is a paramount thing which we look at all point of time. Whenever we are deploying any strategy, we make sure that capital erosion is not there. That is the main thing which we strive for. A structure is a LLP structure. We are available on LLP structure, which pre-tax regime had some tax advantage, but post the tax change, still it has some advantage on taxation, but it has reduced comparatively. And the liquidity available on our platform is on a monthly basis, as we are an absolute return fund. And one key point I want to highlight is about the technology which we use. So when we talk about derivatives or any other strategy, technology plays a very important role when you're executing trades. Or maybe what kind of strategies you are deriving. That all is done in-house. It is a purely quantitative based analysis which we conduct, and basis which we do all the analysis and execute the trades. We as a house can square off the entire portfolio in 180 seconds. So that's the technology edge which we get, because we have a prop desk, we have an institutional research, so we have a strong tech control, and we use that to our benefit. Now I'll talk a little bit about our fund. I already explained that what we exactly do, but where we really sit in risk return matrix. So traditionally, if we look at Cat 3 funds, there are long short funds which are very close peers to us, although we are different compared to long short funds, because typically long short funds will have 30 to 60% net long only exposure, wherein our fund is targeting to have very minuscule long only exposure, which is 10%. So we target to have not go beyond 10%. And on the risk return matrix, we sit somewhere in between. When you look at cash future arbitrage, which is low risk, low return product, which is available on mutual fund platform, or maybe some of our peers are using that strategy. Apart from that, there's high risk, high return strategy, which is nothing but your statistical arbitrage, where you do pair trading, long shorts, and various other strategies which you utilize and generate high return but with higher risk. We sit somewhere in between, where we use option arbitrage and utilize option arbitrage to strategize on our fund. Though I mentioned that we use options majorly, but our strategy is a multi-strategy fund. We typically use 4 strategies, one of them being long short, option arbitrage. We also use cash future arbitrage and index strategy. These are the 4 things which we use when we create a portfolio. Why 4 strategies specifically, and some of our peers technically use long short, is because all strategies may not work at all point of time. So I want to just give one example, that if we were to use option arbitrage when we started 3 years back, that may not have generated the returns which it is generating right now. Maybe 2.5 years back, the volumes in the option markets were relatively minuscule. Individual stock premium traded on option market was somewhere around 2.5-3,000, but that has increased to 8.5-9,000 now. So this particular strategy, option strategy, is generating good returns for our strategy right now, but that may not be the case in future. So because of this reason, we're trying to have multi-strategy through which we can, in different market scenario, we can generate optimal results for our client, which is a prime objective of our fund, that we generate absolute return at all point of time. So these are the 4 strategies. Market agnostic strategies is nothing but we use cash future arbitrage, option arbitrage, where we try to contain the directional risk and generate return. And market related strategy is nothing but we try to contain the volatility by using long, short, and index strategy. So these are 4 ways in which we construct the entire portfolio. Currently, our major allocation is in option arbitrage, and as the return matrix changes depending on the market scenario, we'll keep changing allocation from one to another strategy. Now I spoke a lot about we use multi-strategy, we look at volatility and all of that. Now I want to just show proof of the pudding, that how we have generated returns. So here is our returns. So although I'm emphasizing on returns, I also want to highlight that how the risk management is done on the fund. So in last 1 year, we've generated 21% return on a on a yearly basis. Since inception, we have generated 12% return, which is our target. If you look at our volatility compared to index, though Nifty 50 is not our benchmark, but for a comparison purpose, we have shown Nifty 50 as a benchmark. Nifty 50 has generated volatility of 11.9% in last 1 year, compared to which our fund has generated volatility of very meager in volume, which is 2.63%. And since inception, the Nifty 50 volatility has been close to 13.5%, where our fund has again, delivered the volatility of 2.6%. I would also like to highlight the beta of the portfolio. Beta is nothing but, how much you are moving when the markets are moving upwards or downwards. Our beta on the portfolio is relatively very, very minuscule, which is less than 10 basis point since inception, and in last 1 year it has just been 3 basis point. Apart from this, I would also like to highlight that since inception, because I mentioned that we are trying to generate absolute return, since inception, which is 38 months, more than 3 years, we've only generated 4 times negative returns, and our average negative return is just 0.26%. So this I'll show you in a chart. So if you look at, there are 4 instances where we generated negative returns compared to Nifty 50 of generating close to 16 times negative returns in the period. The few instances which I want to highlight is that one of the month when we generated negative return was budget. Another was Hindenburg when the report broke. So those were the times when volatility was very high and market dramatically tanked. And on those particular months, though we generated negative returns, but our negative return was relatively very small, and the maximum negative return which we have generated is 0.36% since fund's inception. So this is about our performance. Now I'll talk a little bit about the risk management also. So I have already spoken too much about risk, that we try to protect downside. So how we really do it. So though I've mentioned here that we will not go 30%, more than 30%, our in-house view on net exposure on equity is 10%. We will not, although Cat 3 can have 2%, 2x leverage, we usually target that we don't go beyond 1.6 to 1.8%, 8 times on the leverage. On a single stock, we will not go beyond, having exposure of more than 5%. And when markets are tanking, our stop loss triggers at 2.5% and 5%, because we are using different indices. There are some mid-cap stocks which are used. So for mid-cap, we keep a strict stop loss of 2.5%, and for large cap, we keep strict stop loss of 5%. Whatever happens, we exit the positions. And when I speak about we manage the risk very well, and why I do say so is because when we are taking any positions, be it on the options market, future market, or any other market, we try to make sure that we have positions on both the sides, so that if let's say markets are moving upwards dramatically or downwards, we don't have any major impact on the portfolio. We try that we don't carry any positions overnight, and if we carry any positions overnight, we make sure that we take the positions in such a way that dramatic up and down will not impact the performance of the fund. So that's how we manage the risk. Apart from this, managing gross net exposure, this is the regular thing which we do. We are available outside, so this is, maybe a little bit particulars about our fund, that what we exactly do. Thank you.